For baseball fans, is there anything better than a late inning come from behind win? Well, the Yankees have certainly had a flair for the dramatic the past couple of days. First on Sunday, Cody Bellinger broke a 1-1 tie with a long home run into the right field bleachers.
See ya! The Yankees lead 2-1.
And then last night, the drama unfolded in the 10th as Bellinger once again put the Bombers on top with a big 2-run single to steal a win in the series opener. It's a huge 2-run single for Cody Bellinger. Tonight, they're looking for a less dramatic yet completely dominant performance as they send Garrett Cole to the mound. It's Game 2 of the Yankees and Guardians, and it's all coming up next on Prime. It's another steamy Midwest June evening in Cleveland, Ohio. And at Progressive Field, it's time for baseball as Prime presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the Guardians in the middle game of a 3-game set. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside David Cohn. So happy to be with you for Yankees baseball on Prime. David, the last couple of nights, the Yankees have needed a big hit late, and it has been Cody Bellinger who's provided it.
Captain Clutch, right? I mean, you talk about the offseason. Should they sign him or not? Yankees pulled the plug, and then it's back on. You hear all kinds of rumors. Well, good thing he's back in pinstripes because he has been in the middle of these comebacks. And he's the guy you want up at the plate when the game's on the line because he can go out of the park or he can give you a two-strike approach and go the other way and get you RBIs. He's an old-school baseball player. That's the best compliment I can give him.
And for Bellinger, he has had one heck of a season. 8th in the American League in ribbies. He's 2nd in the AL in WAR, only Bobby Witt Jr. better. How about the defense, David? You've talked about it. He's tied for 1st in defensive runs saved. Meanwhile, on the mound tonight, the Yankees will turn to their ace, Garrett Cole, and it'll be his 4th start since returning from Tommy John. David, what have you seen through the first 3 from the Yankee ace?
I've seen somebody who's been thinking and tinkering throughout his whole rehab, and when we came back, this is what we saw. We saw a guy with a smooth, old-school delivery, a full wind-up. He's kind of controlling his rhythm and his tempo much better than he ever has, and he's mixing it up much better than he ever has. He's a true 4-pitch pitcher now, and he's still got the gas when he needs it. Garrett Cole is back, looking to bounce back after his last start in Cleveland.
Gave up a couple of long balls against Cleveland. Otherwise, Aaron Boone felt he was sharp, and you see how good he was his first 2 starts out of the gate. Well, where would the Yankees be without Paul Goldschmidt? Luckily, we don't need to know because he's here, and he's with Meredith Marakovits one-on-one. It's Goldie and Mare next on Prime.
Welcome back to Progressive Field for Yankees baseball on Prime. Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Yankees and the Guardians coming your way in just a little bit. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovits alongside Paul Goldschmidt. Paul, another nice night for you at the plate last night, driving in 3. To what do you attribute your consistency at the plate over the last several weeks?
I mean, I always try to be consistent. I'm not really sure if you can put your finger on it. I just try to not carry one day to the next or one at bat. You know, I've had games where hit a homer in the first inning and, don't think too much about it. Other games where I've struck out my first 2 times and I'm able to get a hit at the end. So just try to take a good at bat, give, whatever the situation is, and try to help us win.
For you to be able to contribute on a daily basis, just how meaningful is that for you?
Yeah, you love it. I mean, that's what we all want to do. And, I've had to do a number of different roles, and the season's not even halfway there. But my mindset is just whatever they need me to do, and to be able to, step up and help us win is great.
You mentioned the different roles, whether you're serving as a DH, pinch hitter, first baseman. It seems as though you're finding a way to get it done. How have you adjusted to kind of different roles throughout the course of this season? Has that been easy for you?
I think the mindset, I just tried to embrace it, have fun with it. And as far as like my routine and stuff, I've just tried to keep it the same, not make too big a deal, whether I'm leading off or coming off the bench or DH or first, whatever it is. just try to do what I always do and just go up there and not think too much about it, really.
We are going to take a quick step aside. When we get back, we'll have first pitch for you here in Cleveland.
Getting ready for the start of action between the Yankees and the Guardians in Cleveland. Second game of a three-game set here on Prime. Yankees taking the opener in extra innings yesterday. Man of Steel, Superman, getting us ready for action as we take a look at the Yankees lineup. Trent Grisham leading off. He has been hot over the last month. Ben Rice in the 2-0, one of the best in the American League this season. Then it's Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Spencer Jones, Anthony Volpe, McMahon, and J.C. Escar rounding out the Yankees starting lineup.
That lineup will face this right-hander again. Back-to-back starts. Slade Ciccone, and you could say, no, it's not what's up, Coney? It's Ciccone. And let's tell you a bit more about Slade Ciccone in our Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report. Cut the cake, like the average white man. You know, that's a reference to his cutter. His cutter over his last 8 starts has been exceptional. Just a 195 batting average against it. Painted black. He's not you know, a power guy that can get away with pitches out over the plate. He's got to be on the edges. Mick Jagger taught us that. And then, of course, welcome to Miami. He's a Florida kid. He was drafted by the Guardians out of high school. Chose to go to the University of Miami. Paid off for him. He became a #1 draft choice in 2020 from the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Way to keep that music going. Let's take a look at the defense behind Ciccone with Martinez in left, Kwan in center, DeLauder in right, Ramirez and Rocchio on the left side, Bazana and Manzardo on the right side, Austin Hedges behind the plate tonight. Another one of those muggy, humid Midwest June evenings. The weather supposed to hold off, though, as Meredith detailed for us on the pregame.
I loved pitching in this weather. You know, just your arm got really loose. You could really grip the ball.
So you liked a little lather out there.
I love the hot weather. Hotter the better for a pitcher, especially the older you got. Your arm got a little looser. Get a little more extension.
Here's Grisham. Grisham over the last 17 games, a .383 batting average and OPS over 1,000. Was a huge part of the Yankees' success last night. Had 2 hits, a walk, 2 runs scored. And the first pitch in there for a strike. At 6:41, it's 0-1. Rays won last night, so the Yankees remain in a virtual tie with Tampa Bay atop the AL East. This is down and away with a sinker, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Cleveland's got a prototype for pitchers they like, right? Big dudes. Strong. They know how to grow them here. They teach their pitching. They're really kind of a factory in the industry.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's that cutter. And Grisham is down on strikes. Let's take a look at the scouting report for Jacob Metz behind the plate. Hitter friendly. He's had 66.7% of his ABS challenges overturned in his 4th MLB season. Ben Rice takes a ball. How about Max Schumann's use of the ABS challenge last night? His confident strut towards first, knowing he was going to be right.
That was incredible. It really was. Swag on a walk and a challenge.
Set up the Bellinger game-winning hit as Rice fouls that away. Meredith
Ryan, I spoke to Max Schumann about that, and he said, I was just so locked in at the moment, I didn't even realize that I was taking my stuff off as I was walking to first base after hitting my helmet. He said he's familiar with the ABS system from using it in the minors a little bit. It's something he's used to, and he had noted that he saw a couple of calls throughout the game on Trent Grisham in particular that were a little high in the zone, so he thought maybe that one was high. Also, he said Patrick Bailey behind the plate is so good, but he had a feeling that one was definitely a ball, so he went with it. It worked out. He also added they intentionally walked Ben Rice, and he felt like as the next guy up, he had to do something out there, and it was his job to kind of move the chains to get Cody Bellinger to the plate. He did just that, and guys, we know how it worked out.
Really good stuff, Meredith. And yeah, he's right. Patrick Bailey, #1 in framing runs over the last few seasons. Rice hits it hard, but right to short. Rocchio across, 2 down.
What's so interesting about that story Dave and Meredith talked about is gives you an insight into the way different players process the game as it's happening and then project ahead, right? Just him noticing those pitches called on Grisham.
Absolutely, and you know what? You stay in the game, you watch the game, you learn more than staring at an iPad sometimes. There's a time and place for everything. There's an awareness, you know, for players, especially extra players that are on the bench, to keep yourself ready when the time comes, and then also be into the game to help your teammates.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss on Goldschmidt, 0-2.
Another look. The curveball from Ciccone.
Goldschmidt whacks that into center field. That'll duck down for a base hit. Just another nice piece of hitting from Paul Goldschmidt, and the Yankees have a 2-out base runner.
We'll chalk this one up to won't get fooled again. Back-to-back curveballs. The second one went there one too many times. Veteran makes you pay.
So now you're dropping song references even in your highlights.
Cannot help it.
Yeah, I like it. The Who appreciates it. 1-0 on Bellinger. Bellinger, the hero last night. This is an incredible nugget. Cody Bellinger's the first Yankee with game-winning RBIs in back-to-back games in the 8th inning or later since Bernie back in May of 1994. As he tops that to the right side, Lozano will fire and end the inning. So a scoreless top of the first, and now it's that man's turn. The Yankee ace gets ready to toe the slab. Yankees held scoreless in the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first inning in Cleveland. Let's take a look at the Guardians starting lineup. Azzana leading off, then Jose Ramirez, who's been a Yankee killer, DeLauder, Manzardo, Hoskins, Martinez, Quan, Hedges, and Rocchio round out the Cleveland starting lineup.
And here he is, Garrett Cole, towing the slab here in Cleveland at Progressive Field and on the season. The numbers are good. Looking for a bounce back start. Cleveland knocked him around just a bit last time, even though his stuff was still good, and a little bit more. And our scouting report brought to you by the head of Cone and London Calling, like the great Clash song. This guy's serving notice, and really the notice is he's still Dre. He's still got the stuff. He's still the guy. Don't forget about him. And then there's only one thing on his mind. That's to get back to the promised land, get back to the World Series, and get redemption.
Again, I want to see the Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I'm going to start keeping track here, right?
Yeah, right. Still Dre, maybe my all-time favorite beat.
Got everything. Average White Band, Rolling Stones, Pitbull, Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, the Promised Land version. Yes.
Something for any mood. Here's Bazzana. As Cole deals ball one. Bazana has really settled in his last 24 games. 292 batting average, 813 OPS after he was under 200 his first 13 games. That's in there with a knuckle curve, and Bazana is going to challenge right away.
Batter challenging to call it strike.
Bold of the rookie, and he is correct.
Calls on return pitch is the ball. Cleveland has 2 challenges remaining.
And that is about as much as you will see a pitch missed by and be called incorrectly. Hence the conviction from Bazana.
It's a predictable trend. When you see umpires in our umpire scout report that are hitters umpires, those are the ones that tend to get more overturned calls because there's more calls that are missed that are outside the zone like that are called strikes than vice versa.
Rolled weakly to first, and Goldschmidt will step on the bag. 1 down. Let's take a look at the Yankee defense. Across the outfield, Bellinger, Grisham, and Jones, McMahon and Volpe on the left side, Chisholm and Goldschmidt on the right side, Escara behind the plate with Cole on the mound. You know, certainly some intrigue around Anthony Volpe getting the start at short rather than Caballero. Aaron Boone said not matchup driven, just trying to make sure both guys continue to get playing time as Caballero got the start yesterday.
Shortstop for the Yankees is such an important position that no matter who plays there, you're going to be a lightning rod. Especially when you consider that Derek Jeter had a pretty good run there at shortstop for a lot of years. So yes, he's going to get the scrutiny. You're going to get these kind of graphics all the time.
See, the defense has been strong for Volpe, both to the eye test and analytically since getting called back up, and it's been really strong for Caballero as well. Yankee shortstops this season have combined for the 2nd highest defensive run save total, only the Rays higher. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Weak hack from Ramirez. Nasty slider from Cole. 2 down.
It really was. You can see they actually want this high. They're trying to throw a high slider like that. And you can tell by the swing that Ramirez had that they did what they tried to do and it worked. That's a new little wrinkle in today's game. You know, high breaking balls up top. Cutters, sliders. Been very effective if you can execute.
What's the value of that, David?
Well, I think hitters just aren't used to seeing it, and then of course on the top of the zone they see it up and they kind of double take like Ramirez just did, or they give up on it. The hanging sliders or breaking balls are really about thigh high or just below the belt. They aren't at the letters.
The 0-1. 1-1.
You know who used to throw a really good high slider? Catfish Hunter. Had a really good one. The lefties that he'd throw up there and in.
2-1.
You want the lefties, you want to stay out of the zone, the happy zone, down and in. You can throw it up and in or up. Just off the zone, it's much more effective against lefties.
The 2-1. Foul back. It's 2-2. J.C. Escara catching Garrett Cole for the first time in his career.
It's not an easy guy to catch.
Yeah.
Because he's so intense.
Saw those highlights with Ben Rortvedt recently. Used to beat him up.
It's more so now than ever with Garrett Cole on the mound because he's a true 4-pitch pitcher now. He wanted to get to a changeup there. Probably, I'm not sure if J.C. Escara was thinking that. You know, but you got to get on the same page quickly. This guy's really mixing it up now. Knuckle curves, changeups. He's still got the gas.
The 2-2. Just missed with a fastball. And it's 3-2.
Another look. I mean, it's on the plate, probably just borderline low.
The 3-2. Foul back. Austin Wells on the IL, so Escara gets the opportunity here with Cole. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, no score. 3-2. And again, the Lauder battling. We saw this in the first inning yesterday as well against Will Warren, where even in a 1-2-3 strikeout the side inning, top of the Cleveland order was able to work him to 20 pitches.
All 4 seamers and a couple of changeups mixed in there.
Oh, batter's out. Pitch clock violation on DeLauder, and he is retired. Hey, Cole will take it. That's a strikeout. Give him the punchy. You don't usually see it to end an inning like that, but you see DeLauder taking his time, was not in the box, ready to go, and inning over. No score here on Prime. Yankees and Guardians. Middle game of a 3-game set. Yankees took the opener in extras last night as Chisholm pops that foul. You know, I should have known you were breaking out extra song references here, because it is Cleveland. We got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right in the backyard.
Got to. They have a really good sound system here, and they have a really good playlist.
We once did a Yankees on Demand piece with Java Chamberlain at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where we got the behind-the-scenes tour. It was incredible. One and two on Jazz. And he'll call time.
Think he's got Judge's bat?
I think if he hits a homer, we'll know. Because he will tell us post-game. Jazz loves to share that information, which Aaron Boone was kind of poking fun about the other day, saying that's him being jazzy.
We need that. We need the content.
Yeah, we do. 162 games.
Got the back pocket out, you know. He's got his little routine. See, Jazz, the back pocket out, one flap down, Jeffrey Leonard style. It's a little before your time.
Yeah.
The hack man used to hit homers and run around the bases with one arm down. Call it one flap down.
The 3-2. That's ball 4. Good bounce back there from Jazz, and he's on there. Here is between innings, Garrett Cole going right to Matt Blake. JC Escara listening.
Sequencing.
That is an artist who knows exactly what strokes he wants to paint.
You know, there's so much objective information you can get real time in the dugout from Matt Blake if you're Garrett Cole, and he wants that information as well. Certainly talking about pitch sequences and what they want to throw, but also, you know, what's my stuff look like?
Snap throw to first, and Jazz is back. Edges behind the plate tonight. We saw Patrick Bailey throw out a couple of Yankees last night.
Good try.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Spencer Jones still seeking that first big league homer. Cranks that in the air to center field and deep. Quan back, looking up. There it is. Home run number 1 for Spencer Jones. And what a loud shot it was.
Oh, my laundry. That was a rocket.
Well, he's not looking for his first career homer any longer. Although it may take him a while to find the baseball.
I tried to hold off as long as I can because I wanted to enjoy the pitchers, but a cutter that we talked about was so good, left up, and Spencer Jones says, I'll take care of this one. And that was just a line drive rocket that went over the batter's eye. Watch where this hits, up the progressive side, over the green bush. Coming in hot.
443 feet.
A line drive, 443 feet.
Absolute rocket. A 2-2 to Volpe. Swing and a miss as Volpe is retired.
Okay, let's take a look from the side. Ohtani style, toe tap, lean back, and crush. As good as it gets right there.
112 off the bat. 443 feet. And there's no park on the planet that's holding that baseball.
Kind of wonder that's going to unlock him a bit, right? Just to get that first one out of the way. It's kind of what he's shown in the minor leagues, getting on a run and start hitting a lot of homers in bunches. Everybody's stunned. Look at him. Look at Warren's like, look at it. Did you see where that hit?
Chop to first. McMahon retired, 2 down. Well, any kind of production you can get right now with Judge out, and it just feels like such a lift.
Great timing, playing right field.
Yeah.
Playing the role.
What a seed.
Crowd's still buzzing.
Yeah.
Nothing like just a bomb to get, a bomb of a home run to get people going.
One on Escara. Yankees with the 2-0 lead thanks to the first career home run for Spencer Jones. The 2-0. The Scar waves and misses. That will end the inning, but not before Spencer Jones is officially on the board in the bigs with a bomb to center. 443 feet later, it's 2-0 Yankees.
Welcome back to Progressive Field as Garrett Cole is on the mound for his second inning of work. Coney, you said earlier that he's a guy that's still very much tinkering on the mound. When I spoke to pitching coach Matt Blake earlier today, he said Cole is still trying to figure out how his arsenal fits in this league after being a year removed. Guys are handling velocity much better than ever before. We saw him ramp it up a little bit more last start, but all in all, he has not yet completely unloaded with that fastball. Blake said he's just trying to be smart about pitch selection, checking the boxes as he goes. He threw 83 pitches last time out. When I spoke to him after that one, he said he felt strong throughout it, felt like he held his command throughout it. This guy right here got him for one, and he said he felt as though that was a good pitch, although it was a good swing by Mazzardo. Also the one to Ramirez, and then another one to Hoskins, giving up home runs last week against the Guardians. The only one that really bothered him was the Hoskins one. He felt like he could have thrown that a little better. The other ones, he said, well, sometimes you throw a good pitch and they have a better swing. That's the way it works out in baseball. Sometimes they just beat you. You better believe he is dialed in and trying to be more precise tonight, guys.
Awesome stuff, Meredith. Always working on his craft, never satisfied.
I guarantee you, he's going to have more fun pitching like this than the days when he was pure power, just four-seamer slider.
Lifted to center. Grisham, nearly in his tracks, makes the catch. One down. See the four-seamer velocity for Cole, which has been really solid, even without him fully unloading, as Meredith talked about.
The velo is still there. But, you know, case in point, he just got it out of a weak fly ball to center field on a changeup. And to me, that's more creative. It's going to kind of lean into his creative side. This guy's a thinker. Drop some hooks in there, knuckle curves, some changeups, backdoor sliders. Become more of an artist out there. It's very rewarding when you have success that way.
Here's Rhys Hoskins. It's that art into left field, a base hit. Bellinger will cut it off, spin and fire in, and Hoskins is held to a single.
Well, Rhys Hoskins has always been dead red. And by dead red, I mean fastball looking hitter, never gets off of it, always ready to turn on a fastball.
Here's Angel Martinez, had a two-run homer last night that gave Cleveland the lead. That was in the 6th inning. And the Yankees were able to come back and tie it, and then win it in the 10th. That is gloved by Goldschmidt. Tosses to Cole, covering for the out. 2 away as Hoskins advances to second. Nice play there by Paul Goldschmidt.
Good pitch, change up down and away, good play. Garrett Cole, get over there. I don't think we'll ever not see him get over there ever again.
I was thinking the same thing. Here is Kwan. 2 outs. Hoskins at second. And that pitch just misses out. 1-0.
2-0.
Still would be careful here in an RBI situation, even though Kwan's been struggling. And Hedges, a right-handed batter on deck. Garrett Cole doesn't think like that. He thinks he can get anybody out at all times, and rightly so. But I would make sure I, make really good pitches here.
Check this swing, 3-1.
It's like Kwan is asking.
Catcher's interference?
Something, yes. Either catcher's interference.
Honestly, the Yankees probably would be okay with that.
Cleveland is challenging that there was catcher's interference.
To your point, David, about just being careful with Kwan.
Are we going to see two of the same calls in
Oh my goodness.
consecutive nights that have nothing to do with what happened? And on a technicality, they're trying to get it again. So give them credit. Did he hit the glove? Was he swinging? Doesn't matter. Kwan thinks he touched the glove.
Might be right.
Yeah, I saw a little. Did you see a little movement
Yeah.
of the glove on the top of the glove? Quite possible. Now, this is the type of catcher's interference we see a lot more of because catchers have moved closer to home plate in order to frame the low pitches, so they're a little more vulnerable to these kind of catcher interferences.
At the review, the call on the field is overturned. There was catcher's interference. The batters awarded first base, and Cleveland will retain their challenge.
Well, if you're going to have a catcher's interference, this is the worst time for it.
I really don't have a problem with that. Yeah, you can see just a little bit on the top of the glove because Escar's reaching out there a little bit, trying to frame. But this doesn't bother me at all. Now you go to work here. Garrett Cole, righty on righty.
So Kwan is on. Here's Hedges. Strike one. One and one. Nice knuckle curve there. I know you love that pitch, Coney.
Well, I just love that he's going to work here. Slider, a couple curveballs, he's not giving in. That, even though he got the call, I was at the black. Give Escar credit.
There's one of those framing.
Reach out, frame it, May. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Get a little closer to home plate and get those kind of calls.
2 on, 2 out. Here comes the 1-2 from Cole. Foul straight back. 100 miles an hour on that heater.
He's got a lather going now. He knows what he wants to throw. Shaking. Not that one, not that one. This is the one.
The 1-2. Tapped weakly off the helmet. Stays alive. Cole's had to work here these first 2 innings.
34 pitches. Another 1-2 coming. Popped up. Shallow left. Bellinger in. Inning over. Garrett Cole works around the catcher's interference and the single. We go to the third. It's 2-0 Yankees. Hey, stream live Yankees games on Yes with the Gotham Sports app. You can purchase the Gotham Sports app directly from the Amazon Channel store. Download the app at gothamsports.tv and stream for free with an eligible TV subscription. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the sweat, it's coming down. Whew. I feel you, man.
The famous Cleveland sun that just bakes the visitor's dugout. The right field line. And the first baseman. I've seen first baseman miss balls at this time of night when the sun just creeps through. It gets right in your eyes.
Top of the order for the Yanks. Grisham, guess what? He's on again. Grisham with a single in his center. And he keeps hitting. The Yankees with the leadoff man on here in the third.
Well, I mentioned last night that Trent Grisham is successfully repricing himself. Went from a throw-in and a trade to an everyday center fielder to a qualifying offer to now a really good center fielder for everyday player.
Here's Rice. Rice lines that to left field. That will hang up for Martinez for the first out. By the way, that Cole 100-mile-an-hour pitch in that final at bat. As that throw gets away, and look at Grisham able to take second. So just some sloppy defense there from Cleveland, and it results in Grisham able to take the bag. And David, I think exactly what you were talking about happened. Looking into the sun, and Rocchio just lost it.
Well, Dan Fiorino didn't lose it as he alerted Grisham. Get to second now. Good first base coach right there, paying attention. What happened?
Yeah, just didn't see it. Grisham with a big smile. He'll take it. And Goldschmidt smacks a liner into left. That will get down for a base hit. Grisham gonna have to hang at third. The Yankees with first and third, one out.
Goldschmidt drinking from the fountain of youth. Starting to look like his MVP days.
Yeah. And here's Bellinger. Had the big two-run single in the 10th to give the Yankees the lead last night. Infield is halfway, and that pitch is a ball. Just to button it up, that Cole pitch in the final at bat of the second, 100 miles an hour, was his first pitch 100 miles an hour or higher since September of 2022. As Bellinger taps that to first, hesitated, coming home now, and Grisham is out. As the other runners are safe, with the run held off the board. As Manzardo looked like he was in between trying to turn two or come home, and eventually made the right call.
Well, he was. I mean, Grisham's got to go here. You got to think, you know, you're going, you're thinking they're going to try to turn two. You know, it is what it is for you at third base. They're not going to turn two. You got to get down. He got fooled too. Everybody got fooled.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to second. Pitcher's covering first. Hit the deck. That's baseball. You know, it's the slowest game until it's not. And then it's the fastest game. You've got a split second to make a decision.
Like a rocking chair, right? Where you're leaning back, and then all of a sudden.
Right now, you got to decide.
Here's Jazz with first and second and 2 out. Now it's Goldschmidt at second and Bellinger at first. Spencer Jones on deck. He's accounted for the 2 runs in this game with his first big league homer. And Jazz is going to tap his helmet, thinks that was high. And here we come with the ABS
Batter
challenge.
challenging the call of strike.
Yeah.
Pitches the ball. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
2.5 inches is about as much as you'll see.
It's high.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's only 2.5 inches, right? But that's just how precise the strike zone is and how well all these players know it.
I think that's what gives pitchers like Cam Schlittler and Will Warren, for that matter, an advantage in today's game because of their fastball usage and their aggressiveness in the zone.
Jazz has been struggling when it comes to overturning pitches, but he got one right there.
Yes, he did.
1-2. The 1-2, and it's 2-2 on Chisholm.
See that pitch right there just for show. Fastball up and out. Generally, when you see a four-seamer that high, you try to tunnel a curveball off of that.
Jazz tomahawks it in the air to center. Juan in. And that'll end the threat. So the Yankees put a couple on. Can't score. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Yankees.
Well, it's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of Kyla, who saw the Yanks pick up a win at the stadium during Memorial Day weekend. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Post your picture to social media to reflect your love for the Yankees, who might spotlight you in a future game. Garrett Cole back to work, bottom of the third. Yankees a 2-0 lead on Cleveland. 9-1-2 up for the Guardians. Not sure what's higher right now, David. Cole's pitch count or the amount of golf balls you and I lost today?
Well, when you got to stop at 9 and reload and buy some more, you know it's a long day.
When we can ask that when the pitch count's 37, it's an issue. There you go. All right, another challenge.
Catcher's challenging the call of ball.
Oh, yeah.
Pitches a strike. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
You know, Jacob Metz is living up to the back of his baseball card right now. He has a lot of his challenges overturned, and that's been the case thus far. So the count 1-2. Good challenge there from Escara.
It's a great way to endear yourself to your pitcher. Gain confidence quickly. Although I would say Garrett Cole is the one guy on the staff that could challenge himself.
Tapped weakly to short. Volpe. One down. There we go. 3 for 3 with challenges and calls overturned.
You just go back to our umpire scout report. We mentioned it before. Hitters, umpires tend to get overturned more, I think. I'm gonna have to get to our crackpot research team at Yes and see if we can get them going on it.
Is that an endearing term? Our crackpot research team, I like it.
Yes. Down and in.
Yeah.
Excellent late movement.
The 0-2. Wow. Weak wave. Had a high slider. There it is again, and the third strikeout for Cole.
See, he wants it. See the target? Up and away. It's right where he got it. The hitters just aren't used to seeing high sliders like that, especially coming in the back door. Funny looking swing.
Here's Ramirez. This is exactly how you want to face him. 2 outs, nobody on, and grounds a single to center. Second hit of the day for Cleveland.
Well, Jose Ramirez is just good at baseball. So tip your hat. Get the next guy out.
He struggled against righties this year generally, but he's been picking it up of late, taking off here, and he has the bag stolen easily.
He is famous for this. Daring. It reminds me of Robbie Alomar and Vizquel.
Yeah.
Were very daring base runners. Ramirez, very much that as well.
One hop has Volpe into center field. Ramirez being waved home. The throw up the line. Hits an RBI single for DeLauder, and the Guardians are on the board. It's a 2-1 game. Volpe was there. It was hit hard, and he just tried to stab at it and could not do so successfully.
Yeah, good plate coverage. You can see hit on the screws. And Volpe just backing up, just got eaten alive on that one.
So a 2-out single from Ramirez. He steals a bag and then able to score. And more work to do here for Cole still in this third. Cole all time here, a progressive 4-0 with a 2.38 ERA. The 1-0. Fly down the left field line. Bellinger will watch it go into the seats, foul. .49 pitches thus far for Cole. His backdoor slider there, and it's 2-2.
We had a great shot there as far as eyes as he's giving the signal to Garrett Cole, kind of peering at him. Is this the one you want? Yeah, that's the one he wanted. Love that shot. Look at it just intently. Yeah, what do you think? Head nod. Yeah, over here.
The 2-2. Fouled away.
There's a dance that goes on between pitcher and catcher. It's body language. It's eye contact. It's getting him on the same level so that you don't disrupt rhythm. You don't upset that guy on the mound. You want to keep him working quickly.
And the count is full on Manzardo. 2 outs, 3-2 count, so DeLauder will be off on the pitch.
See, Garrett Cole, we talked a lot about his new windup and how good and rhythmic it is. The stretch here, not as much, a little jumpy from the stretch. That last changeup, up and away, missed.
The 3-2. And missed with the slider, ball 4. So a couple of quick outs, but now 3 straight base runners. And Matt Blake going to take a walk to chat with Garrett Cole.
Yeah, give him a break. This is just a catch your breath break. Reminder of the scouting report. What are you feeling? How are you going to go after this guy? This is more about just giving Garrett Cole a breather than anything else.
Facing Rhys Hoskins here.
Garrett can really, with 2 strikes here from the stretch position, just slow it down just a bit. You don't have to worry about stolen bases with 2 outs as much. Rhys Hoskins jumped on a fastball the last at-bat. It'll be interesting to see how Garrett goes after him this at-bat.
Hoskins homered off of Cole back at Yankee Stadium in Garrett's last start. First and second, 2 out. And attacks him with a fastball, 0-1.
Well, if you've got 98 miles an hour in your hip pocket, yeah, that's not a bad way to go. He wants to get it up and in.
The 0-1. Over the heater again, just missed, 1-1.
I like it. You got a fastball hitter. This is called pitching bad to a hitter's strengths. Trying to get him to go. Almost did. Oh, you're a fastball hitter? Okay, hit this one up and out of the zone.
The 1-1. Grounded foul. On a knuckle curve, it's 1-2.
It's pitching theory, right? How you go about it. Oh, this guy's a good fastball hitter, so what do I can't throw on my fastball? Yes, you can. You can pitch bad to his strengths. And then set up that breaking ball when you want to strike him out. Now with 2 strikes, he's got a shot. Garrett's got to get off. He's ready to go. Hoskins not even in the box yet.
First and second, 2 out. A 1-2 count. Yankees a 2-1 lead. Guardians have scored 1 here in the third. All the damage with 2 outs. Ooh, look out. Oh my goodness. Hoskins hit by the pitch, says he's okay. That was up around the head and looked like maybe it caught the hands on the way. See where it actually makes contact. Yeah, on the hands.
Well, that is why they call it chin music. Not that far off, you know, really. What he was trying to do is trying to go up and in, just a little bit up and in. Hitters turn into it so much nowadays. That's how he got hit on the hand. Nonetheless, anything up around the head area will wake you up.
And Cole laboring here in this third. Trying to get that final out. There's a knuckle curve for a strike.
And right back to the windup. Even with the bases loaded for Garrett Cole. And much better rhythm.
Got 2 quick outs, then single walk hit batter. .24 pitches this inning for Garrett Cole already. The 1-1. Martinez fouls it off. It's 1-2. Anel Martinez, nearly as many homers as he had all of last season already here in 2026. Two and two now on Martinez. With the bases loaded.
Front door two-seamer there from Garrett. Nice try.
The 2-2. Hit hard. Gloved by Goldschmidt. Tosses to Cole. Not in time. Run scores. And this game is tied. Aaron Boone wants to make sure, but Martinez able to get in there with a slide. And the inning continues. And Cole actually reached out with his hand in the bag. But you just get nervous with that.
Yeah, another look as we see it smashed. Maybe a little delay there from Garrett. Well, that's dangerous. You hate to see a pitcher go down like that. What a play by Goldschmidt. Fantastic. And you're faster if you just run through the bag. Getting down low like that for Garrett, it's like a base runner trying to run through the bag and slide in at first base.
And now they're going to check on Garrett and make sure his hand is okay.
Ill-advised to slide at first base. I know he's a gamer. I know he's trying to get an out, but you're quicker if you just keep running. Now maybe he thought the angle he was taking would have taken him through the bag into the baseline. That's probably why he made that decision to go down. But you got to get there sooner, and you got to run through the bag. So we'll get a look here. Does Garrett hesitate? Yes, he does. And I think he thought it was a double down the line is what he thought. He was looking to back up home there for a minute. But love the effort. Please don't do that again.
Yeah. One and done. Here's Quan in what's become a long bottom of the third. Cole struck out Bazana after Rocchio grounded out, but then all the damage from Cleveland. The inning ends here, though. Cole gets the comebacker and keeps it 2-2 as we enter the fourth in Cleveland. Let's take a look at the Spectrum exit velocity from Spencer Jones' first career big league home run.
Can I throw a couple more numbers on there?
Yeah, please do.
I mean, crushed it, obviously. You know, the basics, how far it went, how hard it was hit. But it was only 82 feet off the ground. 5 seconds to go 442 feet.
Oof.
Do you know how hard it is to hit a ball 442 feet in 5 seconds? There's only a hand people on the planet that can do that. Stanton, Judge, Ohtani.
See the longest homers by the Yankees this season. That's the third longest. Just Judge and Stanton ahead of him. You also wonder if that in any ways, gives a mental lift, a confidence boost, as Jones finds center field with a base hit. And so Spencer Jones is on to lead off the fourth as we check in with Meredith Marakovitz.
Well, guys, when he crushed that one 443 feet for his first major league home run, a couple guys in the dugout said, Rob Gomez, get on that, get on that. He is the director of security operations for the Yankees, and he got the ball back, guys. So Spencer Jones has that first home run ball. Rob Gomez and the executive director of team operations, Mark Kofalis, do such a nice job making sure this is a well-oiled machine when this team is on the road. And I don't know that that's part of the job description, but pretty cool they were able to recover the ball.
Hey, if I see Gomez or Mark coming for me and I have the baseball, I'm saying, hey, here you go.
Steer clear.
Yeah.
Intimidating men.
They are. And yet so lovely as well. I'm glad Spencer was able to get it already, because I could have gotten lost in the hedges out there.
Well, I want to see the scuff mark it made. It would have hit up the progressive sign out there. Ricocheted. That thing, that hit off the wall. That's over the batter's eye. See the green bush serves as a batter's eye. You hit it in there, that's long. You hit it over it? On a line? And hit that progressive sign, that brick progressive sign wall behind it? Jim Thome area there. You know, I mean, very few guys go like that there.
The 0-2. And it's 1-2. Good stop there by Hedges. 2-2.
Zacconi sitting on 54 pitches, number 55, coming to Volpe here on 2-2. Nobody out.
Jones, a good athlete at first with plenty of speed. See if they have him running here on the 3-2. Good at bat here from Volpe. Jones doesn't go, and Volpe takes strike 3 as he's down looking at a cutter.
Thought for a second about challenging. Good thing he didn't. I think that's just nicking the bottom line. 88-mile-an-hour cutter. Volpe thought it was low. He thought about it. Nope.
Said, hey, I thought you were supposed to be a hitter's umpire, Jacob Metz. Here's McMahon. McMahon has been better of late his last 14 games entering this one tonight. .293 batting average, a .902 OPS with 4 homers. Went the opposite way with a homer again yesterday. Wave and a miss there, 1-1. Here was the homer, first called a double. Aaron Boone said, yeah, that's gone. And you know what? It was. The 2-1. And it's 3-1 on McMahon as we check in with Merrick.
Guys, I asked Ryan McMahon about that home run. I asked him, did you know that was a home run off the bat? Did you think that it had cleared the wall? And he said, actually, I was looking down at the base. I had no idea. I found out when everyone else found out that I was going home.
You know what? Sometimes you could tell guys, no, he did look genuinely surprised when they said it was gone.
Needless to say, happy that it was gone once
Yeah.
it was all said and done.
Oh, it's a delightful surprise. Jones at first, 1 out, 3-2 on McMahon. They didn't have Jones running with Volpe. They do have him going here with McMahon, and that one's going to scoot into right field, a base hit. Jones will turn and go to third, and the Yankees have first and third, 1 out after the ground ball seeing eye single from McMahon.
First base is holding on Jones, and this is what a lot of old school hitters tried to do, hit the hole. Off-speed pitch allows McMahon to turn on this and pull it. And you are right, Ryan. It's got eyes on it, and Spencer Jones, one little peek over his shoulder, it's going to cruise on into third.
So meeting at the mound now for Cleveland with Escara coming up. In a 2-2 game, top of the 4th. First and third, 1 out. Yankees coming off their first extra inning win of the season yesterday. And again there, David, right? You see the value of contact.
Yeah, the value of working the pitch counts too is you now have 62 pitches on Ciccone here, just one out. You got a chance to retake the lead and answer after the last inning where the Yankees relinquished the lead.
Here's Escara. And he takes in 1-0. First and third, one out. Escara check swing, looks at a strike, 1-1. Trying to do a job here, get that run in from third. Jones with plenty of speed there. McMahon at first. Rocchio is shaded up the middle. The 1-1. Cut on and tipped into the glove, 1-2.
Trying to go outside corner with that cutter, yanked it down and then got away with it.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Escara unable to have a productive at bat there, 2 away.
This is more the slider. It takes a little bit off of this one. Got a little more depth, downward tilt. Gets a big strikeout.
So it's left for Trent Grisham with first and third, 2 out. Grisham singled in the third. McMahon has been taking a very big secondary lead, and that time it prompted Hedges to hop out. 1-0. Grisham grounds it, gloved at second by Bazzana, and the throw to first in time to end the inning. So the Yankees threaten, do not score. Still a 2-2 game. NASCAR returns to Prime this Sunday at 2 p.m. live from Pocono, who will take the checkered flag at the Tricky Triangle. NASCAR, it's on Prime. Garrett Cole back out with the lights now beaming here at Progressive Field. And after a 29 pitch, we'll see how Cole handles that bounce back here in the fourth. Tonight, like last night, is a little bit of a slog.
I give the Guardians credit. They fell off a lot of pitches. They've been tough outs. I think if the Yankees can play a clean game, that helps a lot. That makes the games drag or make you throw more pitches. Better defense behind you. Cover first base maybe a little better.
Yeah, that third certainly could have been better. Volpe had a ball eat him up. That could have prevented the first run, and then Cole, had he got off the mound right away to cover first on the diving stop from Goldschmidt, could have prevented the second run. Two and one. That ball is smoked to left field. Does it have the height? No. Off the top of the wall. Bellinger will play it in, and that is going to be a long, loud single. Let's go back to the last half inning, David. Just want to take a look here.
Watch Manzardo at second base. He's possibly is tipping the hitter off on a curveball coming. The only thing I'm surmising is that maybe he saw a spiked knuckle curveball grip. Cole's hot coming in after that last inning.
Here's Rocchio, grounded out to short his first time.
It's one of the biggest changes I've seen with runners on second base. They are just doing anything they can to signal the hitter. 30 years ago, you get drilled for doing things like that.
Yeah.
It's just part of the game now. It's accepted widely, but our guys in the truck really picked up on this. We have some great camera work, some great people and technicians, directors, producers, and they're some of the best. And that was really interesting, that sequence. The only thing with pitch in the PitchCom era that a runner at second base can pick up is the grip out of the glove. When you see a second baseman start jumping up and down like that in the last minute, more than likely he's got something.
Yeah.
And the hitter knows if he sees a runner on second base do that, that maybe a curveball's coming or something off speed.
Taft weekly foul. And David, that would just be a pre-baked signal
Absolutely.
within the Guardians? Okay.
Yes, if I start jumping up and down, I'm seeing, I'm going to look, and if I see a spiked knuckle curve grip, that's what I'm going to do to alert you that pitch is coming. So just guesswork on my part with help from our great director and great producer.
Josh Isaac and Michael Cooney
Exactly.
today. By the way, that ball from Hedges, 109.6 off the bat, the third hardest hit ball of his career.
Lousy single.
Yeah, exactly. Probably wanted a little more to show for it. Swing and a miss. Much needed strikeout there for Cole, his fourth. One down here in the fourth.
Yeah, sometimes you need to restore order. If you're out on the mound for Garrett Cole after last inning and then a wall banger in this inning, and now, okay, I got it back now. One out.
Here's Bazzana. Yarborough up and warming. Yankees had to tax their pen last night. Cruz was the only pitcher who didn't get in. The 2-1, and it's 3-1.
Starting to get nervous in that Yankee dugout because he's such a valuable piece. He's still kind of ramping up a little bit, and he's laboring.
So you're saying you don't want him pushing it too hard here tonight.
Exactly. I mean, your antennas are up, and you're really keying in on him and his body language. It's not so much the number of pitches, it's the stressful pitches on a hot night. See, anytime you start seeing a miss arm side, you kind of lose control of your body a bit. A little fatigue possibly is setting in.
That's after a 29 pitch inning last inning.
All the emotion after that inning he expended as well.
Yeah. Blake gonna go out, chat with Garrett. You can see he is disgusted.
Yeah, he's a perfectionist. He expects so much out of himself. You're Aaron Boone, you're worried. You're worried about your ace. That's why Yarborough is up and Matt Blake is on the mound.
way the bullpen was used yesterday, you certainly were hoping for a long outing. Tonight from Cole, the Yankees didn't bring up any kind of reinforcements for the pen. And now here's the biggest at bat of the game. Jose Ramirez, who has torched the Yankees in his career. Bats with first and second, one out in a tie game in the fourth. Grounded to the right side, could be two. Goldschmidt to second for one, back to first, no. Volpe will wisely put it in his pocket. Two away and first and third.
Well, I completely agree, Ryan. We'll get a good look here. Goldschmidt gives Volpe a good look, but Cole's there and Ramirez runs too well. And yeah, maybe it's better just to eat it. And I think that was the right call.
We saw last night Rocchio try and force one where he really didn't have a chance. And it resulted in an error and a run scoring. Here's DeLauder. An RBI single. On a ball that ate up Volpe at short, 96 miles an hour off the bat. Backdoor slider drops in for a strike. The 0-1. Fly ball, left field. Bellinger drifts, waits, and grabs to end the inning. Nice bounce back from Cole following the mound visit from Blake. To the fifth we go, tied at 2.
It's a WNBA on Prime doubleheader. First, Skylar Diggins in the Chicago Sky take on Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. And then Paige Beckers in the Dallas Wings host Alyssa Thomas in the Phoenix Mercury. Don't miss the WNBA on Prime Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Caitlin Clark with a big game-winning 3 last night with a second to go. And this was Garrett Cole coming off the mound in the fourth. And what do you think, Dave? Does that look like might be done?
Yeah, it's possible because the Yankee bullpen's going right now. Like, get up and get ready. That's Blackburn.
And to your point, it's been a labor really all night, but especially the last couple innings for Cole, who's still ramping up. This is just his 4th start back.
All the medical data is universal in one thing. When you're a little bit fatigued, then you're more susceptible to injury.
Rice waves and misses 1 and 2.
And he's worked too hard to get back, to take a chance, in my mind. 83 pitches in 4 innings is a slog.
Classic juice ain't worth the squeeze, sending him out in the 5th.
In a 2-2 game.
Inside on Rice, 2 and 2.
Especially with the Yankees' current makeup of their bullpen, they have 2 middle relievers, Blackburn and Yarbrough. These are the type of games that you carry those kind of guys for.
Now they both did pitch yesterday, but those are guys you're probably comfortable extending a little bit regardless.
That's why they're here.
Yeah. The 3-2. Rice tops it to second. Lozana on to first. 1 away. You can see Cole is still frustrated with how the night has gone. As Goldschmidt has the average up to 285 with 2 more hits tonight. Aaron Boone was just glowing about Paul Goldschmidt before the game. He said, I couldn't possibly say enough great things about Goldschmidt. He has been a godsend for our team. Talked about him being as good a person as he has ever been around in a big league clubhouse. I was asking Aaron, well, what are some of the things in his preparation maybe that stand out? Or he said, you know, first of all, he's just such a pro in knowing his body and physically what he needs to do to get ready. He said him in a hitter's meeting, the way he prepares for opposing pitchers, opposing teams, and how he speaks up in those meetings with his teammates. What he has to say is so impactful.
Makes it even more impactful when he's having this type of success. It's like you walk the walk along with talking the talk.
Swing and a miss there. 2 down. When Aaron was asked, as he said yesterday, he hopes that Stanton joins at some point on the homestand. And he was asked, is there a way to have Goldschmidt, Stanton, and Rice in the lineup there? And he said, you know, not really as we currently look at it. Something to that nature.
Yeah, and we've seen in the past too, you know, Giancarlo take a shot in right field a little bit here and there. I'm not sure coming off a calf injury if that's going to be something that they consider a possibility.
And you talked about it last night with the idea of, well, would you move Rice behind the plate? No, you don't want to mess with the kind of season he's having at the plate.
I get it. He immediately becomes the best offensive catcher in the game, but you're taking a chance with him getting beaten up back there.
And as important as his production always is, it's even more important with Judge out.
He's the all-star first baseman.
Yeah.
You want to put him behind the plate? Okay.
3-0 is ball 4. Bellinger on. Let's check in with Meredith.
And guys, something interesting, you mentioned Aaron Judge out when it comes to right field. Jason Dominguez continues rehabbing with the Rail Riders. He's actually in there in right field. The Yankees were kind of toying with the idea whether or not they wanted to play him in right field at all. They made that decision tonight that they are going to give him some reps there. So far, 1 for 1 for him. He also drove in 2 runs for the Rail Riders and worked a walk.
All right, that's a good update. Thank you, Meredith. Give the Yankees some options there. Is Jazz challenging again?
Batter challenging to call a strike.
He's feeling good after being right earlier. He's not going to be feeling good now.
Oscar Burns picks the strike. New York has 1 challenge remaining.
So the Yankees now with just 1 challenge remaining, and Jazz continues to overall struggle with his challenges. You know, you wonder if at some point, and he was right earlier, what the conversation's like, not just in this case, Jazz isn't going to be the only hitter who struggles, but between managers and players of like, hey, you know, really would rather you not, or all right, keep going.
There's a big learning curve for everybody in the game on how to navigate this new rule. It's going to take some time. You could say easily, no, just save him for the end of the game in case there's a game-changing play. But sometimes a game-changing play happens in the 4th inning or the 5th inning in a 2-2 game. You save it in your hip pocket for the 8th or 9th innings, you might miss a prime opportunity in the middle innings to have an impact.
Holderman up in the Cleveland pen. Yeah, we know one pitch can swing.
Got a different bat.
Oh, you're right, he does. 1-2. Well, might have a different at bat. Different bat next at bat.
As Jazz tips it into the glove and is retired. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 2-2 game. Well, StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Here was the arsenal from Cole tonight and what he used to get outs.
Top end velocity at 100 miles an hour. Stuff was pretty good. I think he was much better from the windup and the stretch. A little better rhythm, obviously. We talked a lot about his new windup.
He's clearly frustrated. Time for a call to the bullpen, brought to you by Taco Bell. And Blackburn is on for the Yankees here in the fifth. Allowed a 2-run homer to Angel Martinez last night, who will bat third here in the fifth. 2-2 game, middle game of a 3-game set. Tomorrow, a day game on ES. Ooh, that one ended up in the dugout. On a check swing.
Scary.
Served into left field, a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there from Manzardo, and Cleveland with the leadoff man on in the fifth.
Another look. And Manzardo has shown good play coverage. Reaches out, pokes that one to left. Well done.
Here is Rhys Hoskins. And he takes a strike. Here's another.
Rhys Hoskins look like Ted Lasso a little bit.
Ooh, let me see. Another look.
Is that a look-alike, or am I way off base here?
I got to get a closer look at Rhys.
The profile got me there just for a minute. It's your buddy, isn't it?
Yeah, Sudeikis is my guy. Just saw him the other night at the Liberty Fever game. Oh. JC Escara wants to challenge.
Catcher challenging to call the ball.
Let's see. Yankees have one left, and yeah, Escara knows.
Pitch is a strike. New York has one challenge remaining.
I think the umpire got fooled by how Escara caught that pitch, because he had a lot of movement in his glove to reach back. But he's out on the outside corner, and he had to kind of reach to the inside corner.
You're right.
That's what umpires get fooled. That's why framing is so important. How you catch the ball, how you present it to the umpire matters more than we ever knew.
Here's Angel Martinez, homered last night off Blackburn. You know what? Just that view as Hoskins was going away. I think there's something to that.
We'll get it that next time around.
Yeah.
The profile got me a little bit.
Might have a little Sudeikis in him. Yeah, a little bit. Chopped over the head of Goldschmidt into right field, a base hit. Manzardo will go to third, and the Guardians now set up. He hits first and third with one out.
Well, a Baltimore chop in Cleveland. Goldschmidt, no chance.
Now here's Quan with first and third, one out. 2-2 game. Blackburn a check over on Martinez. Defensive alignment with Volpe shaded up the middle. Chisholm pinched that way also. Juan shows bunt, pulls it back, strike one.
Quan, a two-time All-Star, has won 4 Gold Gloves. Struggling at the plate this season. An opportunity for him here, first and third, one out. The 0-1, Quan showing bunt, lays it down. Blackburn, what a play! Tags the runner coming home for the second out.
Okay, this is a safety squeeze. The runner wasn't going the minute the pitcher released the ball. That would be the suicide squeeze. This is the safety squeeze, and it's a bad read. And a bad bunt. And a gift for Blackburn and the Yankees. Yeah, the safety squeeze is the runner at third waits to break until the ball's on the ground. Seemed like a good idea.
Yeah.
Ended up a gift to the Yankees.
Blackburn very smoothly in one motion, able to glove and tag. And pick up a big out there. Here is Hedges. At the third hardest hit ball of his career last time up, a single off the top of the wall and left. And he takes strike one.
Yeah, the jargon of baseball, right? Suicide squeeze, safety squeeze. Safety squeeze, got squeezed by Blackburn.
The 0-1. It's 1-1. Two. Fought off into shallow right. Jones there. Inning over. Blackburn escapes with help from the safety squeeze. Gone wrong. We go to the 6th. Now time for Discipline That Delivers, brought to you by Vanguard. How about the 3 longest home runs this season? This from Judge on April 13th and Stanton, my goodness, on April 16th. And then Spencer Jones tonight. The 3rd longest homer of the season and the 1st of his career.
Monster mash.
I mean, they are all just athletic specimens. Here's Colin Holderman. And then Jones followed it up with a single to center his next time up.
Yeah. Ooh, 294 batting average.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
High fly ball. That one's drifting, but in the yard on the track. Quan will make the catch. That one kept carrying. One away.
Batting for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Here is Volpe, 2 strikeouts. As his offensive struggles continue. And pops it up in the infield. Left side. Ramirez, 2 down. You just wonder how long that runway is going to be for Anthony with the way he struggled at the plate now for an extended stretch.
It's obviously an issue. Obviously the spotlight is on him. It's a tough place to be.
Yeah.
for a great kid who cares so much, works so hard.
One of the things Aaron Boone has touted is also his mental toughness, his ability to battle through adversity and keep grinding. Two and one on McMahon. Tim Hill up in the Yankee pen. A wave and a miss. 2-2.
And on the Cleveland side, Aaron, the lefty, getting going.
Yeah, both teams have had to get into their pens early. First two games of this series. Three and two now on McMahon. Good take there. He spit on a sweeper. Holderman has been a top reliever in the American League. 10th in the AL in K percentage. 5th in batting average against. 3-2. McMahon works a 2-out walk.
You look into Major League dugouts now and you see iPads, you see all sorts of information, you see the wheels are spinning. You can almost hear them thinking. Next move, matchup, all the information. Let me get some more.
Yeah. It's all going on. Here's Vizcarra. Vizcarra grounds that to second, and the force made to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and Cleveland tied at 2 on Prime. Two game, bottom of the 6th. All right, you know what that music means. Time for Name That Yankee. Started in Texas, long time in Cleveland, went to the Yankees. 1,100 hits, over 200 homers, and a 5 on the scale.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah, those are good numbers. A 273 batting average. So on Cleveland from 03 to 2012, and with the Yankees in 2013. As a little hint, he has a great nickname. How about Goldschmidt tonight? Gobbling up everything. Blackburn covering one away.
He's going to need an ice bath after this game. He's all over the dirt. Both ways. Ho-hum. That's my job.
Zana fouls that straight back.
I can't stop thinking about Tim Tams now. So we told last night's broadcast that Bazana from Australia, loves Tim Tams. His father sent him 5 pounds of them.
Chocolate biscuits.
Yeah, they look so good.
They do. He waves at that. Goldschmidt tests it again. 2 out. You know what I keep thinking about with Bazzana? That Chris Berman would definitely be doing a Travis Bazzana in the highest.
Very nice. Yeah, you could. There's some play on that name.
Yeah. Bazzana in the highest. I've been thinking of him every time it comes to the plate. It's in my head.
We got to get you back on Star Wars.
Here's Ramirez, 2 outs, nobody on. Two and 0. Nice changeup there for Blackburn. He's giving the Yankees 5 outs. Going to give them a 6th.
Ramirez very aggressive. He's looking to get the bat head out and pull.
With 2-1. Lined into left center field, a base hit. Ramirez, he's thinking about 2. Takes a big turn and heads back. His helmet nearly reaches the grass of the outfield and right. And it's the second hit of the night for Jose Ramirez.
Just great play coverage and a daring base runner, always.
That'll do it for Blackburn. Did a nice job in this 5th and 6th. We'll step aside, come back, 1 on, 2 out. Here's a look at the Yankees' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Booking.com. The Yankees will play a day game tomorrow on Yes here in Cleveland in the final game of this 3-game set, then head to Toronto for 3. Have an off day Monday, and welcome in the White Sox and the Reds. Here's Tim Hill. Retired all 3 batters he faced last night. And we'll face DeLauder here with Ramirez at first and 2 out. Ramirez sparked the Guardians' 2-run third with a 2-out single. First pitch, tap to second, inning over, job well done. Tim Hill. To the 7th inning we go, tied at 2. Top of the 7th, tied at 2. Let's go around the majors. And Ernie Clement getting hot. The Blue Jays starting to show signs. How about Ohtani? He had 442 his last 10 games, 3 homers. He's also 2-0 with a sub-1 ERA over that span. Trey Mancini, 3 hits in his first major league game since 2023.
That's an incredible story. Trey Mancini, what a human interest story, much less
Yes.
back in the big leagues.
Here's Grisham. Grisham drives that to right field and deep. DeLauder back on the track to make the catch for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Tim Herron. Here's Ben Rice. There's a strike. 0-1. Duvall throwing.
Everybody's available.
Yep.
You have to be.
Yankees will hope that Rodon can give them some length tomorrow before the off day Thursday. Job well done from Blackburn, though. He was able to get 5 outs. And then Hill comes on and gets that final out of the 6th. Yankees have had late inning offensive magic over the last couple of games. Rice. And down to a knee, 2-2.
I agree on Blackburn. Kind of restored order, and he's trying to leave the ballpark with that swing.
Yeah. Aaron able to get Rice with the slider. 2 away.
Now this one's a good one. That one he got fooled on. The previous one he kind of saw, had a read on. That one he kind of read fastball.
Now here's Goldschmidt getting to face the lefty. Goldschmidt already 2 hits tonight against righties. And he takes down 1-0. Goldschmidt has devoured lefties this season. A .400 batting average and OPS near 1,300. He represents the go-ahead run in a 2-2 game in the top of the 7th. There are those splits. The righty numbers have been better of late, but the lefty numbers are just off the charts. Out ahead of that curve, 2-1.
Another look. Kind of in swing mode there, sitting on a heater. Got the curve.
And that misses. It's 3-1. With the lefty Bellinger on deck. No, Belly has a lot of success against lefties. The 3-1. Goldschmidt fouls him straight back.
Talking about the elements of deception. Herron turning his back to the hitter, kind of for me, creates deception. His delivery in and of itself hides the ball.
The 3-2. Just missed ball 4, and Goldschmidt is on with 2 outs in the 7th.
Get another look. Herron thought it was a strike. That's why pitchers don't challenge. Look at Herron. He's like, challenge, nope.
Here's Bellinger. Bellinger, it's a little looping liner to third. Ramirez gloves it to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. Well, now time for the 7th inning recap, brought to you by Car Shield. 2 6-1 for the Yanks, 2 8-1 for the Guardians. Garrett Cole labored through 4. Slade Ciccone labored through 5. Spencer Jones with his first big league homer. Those are the Yankees' 2 runs. Gorgeous sky here in Cleveland. Well, we got a moment, David. It's time to pay off. Name that Yankee. All right. Started his career in Texas. Long run with Cleveland. Finished with the Yanks. Has a great nickname.
I didn't have time to cheat. Look on Baseball Reference.
Let's see. Oh, Travis Hafner. Man. Let's go to the ball.
He can hit the ball a long way.
Wow, he was a scary dude. Some Tomei feels watching him. 6 grand slams in 2006, which tied Downey baseball. Oof, he could send it a long way. Frank, what a nickname. 200 career home runs with Cleveland, 10th in franchise history. He was a guy who was fun to watch take BP. Here's Camilo Doval, who allowed 2 singles in the 8th last night. Now a lot of times you can remember those guys who you go early to see BP for as a kid when you go to games.
Jim Tomei was one of those guys if I was going to a Yankee-Cleveland game. Lee Stevens was one of the first guys who caught my eye in BP, just watching him hit. And then Darryl. Those were some of the early ones that I just remember watching them in BP like, oh my goodness.
Lee Stevens is that's a good draw.
Yeah.
But Strawberry was legendary for his batting practice.
Grounded hard into right field, a base hit. Manzardo continues to hit against the Yankees. He's on for the third time tonight. And the Guardians with the go-ahead runner on to lead off the bottom of the seventh.
Reed, he's been tough. Hitting the ball all over the field. Short and quick. That's better than long and slow. Short and quick, always better than long and slow. In a baseball swing, that is.
Yeah, right. No doubt.
Batter challenging to call a strike.
Oh, Hoskins going to challenge this.
Cause confirmed pitch is a strike. Cleveland has one challenge remaining.
All right.
What would Ted Lasso say right now?
Yeah. I'd say be a goldfish. Gotta forget that mistake and move right on. You know, I see it. There's definitely a little lasso in Hoskins. It was a good call by you. That ball's hammered to left, but will hang up for Bellinger. One down. Maybe caught it on just off the end of the bat. And a big out there for Duvall.
Hoskins is one of those guys you worry about that one swing, right? He's in the lineup for that reason, produce power. Fan favorite in Philly for years.
Here's Hanel Martinez.
Want to know. And a check over at first. Gaddis and Festa are warming. Bullpens have been tapped in these first two games. One and one. The 1-1. Grounded to second, could be two. Jazz to Volpe on to first. In time for the double play. 4-6-3 to end the seventh, and this game is tied, headed to the eighth. That's been the charmed inning of late for the Yanks. Jazz coming up. Well, the World Cup is coming to New York and New Jersey, and you can get in on the World Cup mania at Yankee Stadium on Thursday, June 18th. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees soccer jersey, courtesy of Bank of America. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Big double play to end the seventh. Rolled by Duvall, and now Jazz waves and misses. Guess what? He has a new bat. Aaron pitched an effective seventh. Now ahead of Jazz, 0-2. Another tight game in the eighth. This has been the inning where the Yankees do damage. Last two games. Broke out, took the lead, on Sunday against Boston, tied it last night in the 8th against Cleveland. Jazz sees that outside. 2-2.
You get the pocket back in too. Change it up. You know, the baseball players are crazy superstitious dudes. It's got to be the bat.
Ah, it's Judge's bat. And one of the things he talked about the other day was with Judge's bat, because he can't swing it as hard, he forces him to kind of slow down, just try and make contact, just tap the ball. Three and two on Jazz. And Jazz drives that in the air, deep down the right field line. That is gone! Jazz Chisholm Jr. once again with Aaron Judge's lumber gives the Yankees the lead.
It's got to be the back pocket. Boom shot. He just is so naturally talented. Maybe the kind of whippiest swing we've seen since Darryl Strawberry. Just whippy wristages.
Now Jones, who's already homer tonight, waves and misses.
Look at that ball go almost straight up off the bat. A majestic moonshot.
The only question was, would it stay fair? And it did. Jones lifts that to left. Martinez will make the catch, one away.
Another look at, you know, Ryan, this gave you plenty of time to load up a home run call. I mean, look, it's not down yet. It finally landed. And he's always the first one off the bench. Ahmed Rosario, just a great teammate. And a great swing from Jazz.
Pitching change. Jazz has given the Yankees an 8th inning lead. Make your favorite players all-stars. Scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, or visit MLB.com/vote. Well, Jazz Chisholm Jr., since switching to Giancarlo Stanton's pants, 291 batting average, 5 homers, and hit a massive home run here in the 8th to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. Jazz's 9 home runs lead American League second baseman as Matt Festa is into the game from Staten Island. Attended St. Joseph by the Sea High School. I'm sure has plenty of friends and family checking this game out right now on Prime. Gorgeous sunset as Volpe pops that foul behind the plate into the seats.
That's great. Staten Island kid.
Yeah.
Fantastic. My buddy Johnny Franco used to live in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Mets reliever. He grew up in Brooklyn, but moved to Staten Island. Joe Pignatano also legendary coach for a long time, catcher, Staten Island guy. Lived there after he retired. That's few and far between, big league ball players. You could put that moniker on.
Volpe pops it up behind the plate. Hedges makes the catch. 2 down.
And for New York, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Here's McMahon. And he takes ball 1. McMahon is singled and walked tonight as his little offensive resurgence continues. There's a strike. Bird is up in the Yankee pen. And McMahon is going to tap the helmet.
Batter's challenging the call strike.
It was a very convicted tap, and that's why.
When you know, you know.
New York has 1 challenge remaining.
That's right. The 2-1. In their first strike, 2-2.
Batter's challenging to call strike.
Wow. McMahon aggressive. Doesn't get that one. Yankees now out of ABS challenges.
The strike. New York is out of challenges.
I think Jacob Metz is pumped when that comes in as a strike.
I would be if I was an umpire.
Yeah. Had a lot of pitches overturned tonight. McMahon fights it off into left field, a base hit. That's the second hit of the night for Ryan McMahon. And the 3rd time that he's on base.
Inside out. It's a thing of beauty if you're a hitter.
Here's Escara. 1-0. On Escara. Snap throw to first. McMahon is back.
Good try. See catchers kind of use the hitter as a shield. Sneak behind the hitter and wheel it around. You can catch some runners that way. Left-handed batter. Throw it right around him.
And it's 3-2. Grisham waiting on deck. Runner will go. 3-2, 2 outs. Rolled weakly to second. Escara is retired, as are the Yankees. But not before Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's the 8th inning, and that means Yankee magic at the plate. Jazz provides it with the captain's bat. The Yankees return to Prime next Wednesday to take on the White Sox. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees beginning at 6:30 only on Prime. Brian Rucco, David Cohn, Meredith Morakovitz with you. That gorgeous view, and our entire Prime crew appreciate you hanging out with us on this Tuesday evening. Jake Bird on for the Yankees as they try and piece it together after using all but one pitcher out of the pen last night, and Cole only able to get through 4 innings tonight. Yankees taking the lead in the 8th on the Jazz Chisholm Jr. towering home run to right. Right back to the mound. Bird, gloves, zips over there and tosses for the out.
Snagalicious. Grab it. I got to have this out. I'm a reliever. Outs are a commodity. Make sure. Get over there.
Fernando Cruz warming for the Yankees. He was the one reliever who did not appear last night. Pinch hitter here with Schneemann. And Schneemann takes ball 1.
They got Schneemann. We got Schumann. So, double barrel in the Cleveland Bully. It's like my David Letterman moment, right? Oprah Uma. Not good. That one didn't go over well either.
I like the Schneemann. Schumann. 2-2. Nice backdoor curve there from Bird. One out, nobody on. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit, left center field. Took a weird op. Grisham able to hang with it. But Schneemann comes in and delivers the pinch hit single. Gets the thumbs up from the bench.
Out and up over the plate. Hit it where it's pitched.
One and 0. On Rocchio, who's been locked in of late. Last 21 games, hitting .318 with an OPS over 900. (2-0). Grounded foul.
You can see those wheels spinning there in the dugout. My Kingdom for 4 more outs.
And it's 2-2 as that one
makes its way into the dugout. Cole back out. Catch these late innings. Check it first. Schneemann back.
I'm in your head now, aren't I? Schneemann. Actually, 5 more outs, right? 1 out.
Yeah, that's right.
5 more outs.
I was wondering if you wanted that 27.
Yeah. You gotta have that last. That's the most important one.
Yeah. The 2-2. And it's 3-2. You can hear Bird is a loud grunter.
He's a maximum effort guy.
Yeah.
Everything into every pitch.
Three-two pitch coming. Foul straight back by Rocchio. Zana on deck. Three-two. Missed. Ball 4. 2 on now. With 1 out, and Aaron Boone is going to turn this game over to Fernando Cruz. He'll try and get out of a jam. With first and second, 1 out, the Yankees holding on to a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Bird is done. Cruz is coming. This is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Beautiful shots of downtown Cleveland. And another entertaining, tight game. Bottom of the 8th. Cruz on. He was the one Yankee reliever not used yesterday. And the Guardians with first and second, 1 out. Yanks with a 3-2 lead after the Jazz home run in the top of the inning. Hosanna 0 for 3 tonight with a walk. And there's a strike from Cruz. He doesn't have any saves this season, so Aaron Boone was asked, could he be an option at closer if Bednar wasn't available? He said, we may not have saves, but he saved us a lot. And he's ahead 0-2 here on Bazana.
Well, his outings are night and day when he can throw his fastball for strikes and then a splitter like that for strikes. See if he goes down low now with that same pitch.
The 0-2. He got him. You nailed that, David. Splitter in the dirt. Sorry, Bazana. First base is occupied. You are retired. 2 away.
Well, command of this particular pitch is a game changer. It's nasty. But the previous one was for a strike in the zone. This one's over the heart of the plate and down. That's a perfect combination.
And now here's a big time matchup. Cruz against Ramirez. With the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first, and the Yankees holding on to a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. The 1-0. And it's 2-0 with Ramirez.
See Cruz shake there to get to that slider. We haven't seen him use that a lot in the past, but this year a little bit more, trying to get strikes. Now you're in a pickle.
Behind 2-0 on Ramirez. The pitch. Good slider there, catches the outside corner.
That's a new little wrinkle for him. If you can throw it over for strikes, you're going to catch hitters off guard.
Now where does Cruz go on the 2-1? Pitch in the dirt with a splitter, and it's 3-1. Numbers good for Cruz in his career against Ramirez. Behind in the count, 3-1 here with 2 outs, 2 on. Yankees leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. The 3-1. Line drive, left center. Grisham over to make the catch and end the inning. Cruz comes in and does the job, and this game goes to the 9th. The Yankees holding on to a 3-2 lead. Ninth inning here in Cleveland. Yankees a 3-2 lead on the Guardians. Sean Armstrong, the new pitcher for Cleveland. He allowed the go-ahead single to Cody Bellinger in the 10th last night. He will face the top of the Yankees order here in the 9th tonight. Daniel Schneemann takes over at second. Patrick Bailey behind the plate. As Grisham grounds that foul. Zana out of the game as Grisham chases 0-2.
No problem getting a lather tonight if you're on the mound on both sides.
Grisham hits it hard, gloved behind the bag by Rocchio. He makes the play. 1 out.
Well, they may have banned the shift, but up the middle's dead still.
Yeah. Here's Rice, 0 for 4 tonight. I think the lather applies to the broadcasters tonight, too.
You got a little yes.
Yeah. This dome gets shiny on a night like tonight. The 1-0. Rice, one hopper to first. And Zardo, 2 away.
Batting for the Yankees, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt 2 hits and a walk tonight. Yeah, you need the fan on this evening. Bednar not up after throwing a lot of pitches last night. So it's going to be Cruz after recording the final 2 outs of the 8th. Who's called upon in the bottom of the 9th for the Yanks. Staying ready. You can only envision what his celebration might be if he completes a 5-out save. The 0-2. Cute foul. Goldschmidt nearly ate up Schneemann. He's able to hang with it, make the play, and end the inning. Fernando Cruz coming out looking to lock down a 3-2 Yankee win. Well, Fernando Cruz with only 2 career saves. His last one last April, but he got 4 outs. He had one 4 days before that, getting 6 outs against Kansas City. He will be asked to tally 5 outs by the time the 9th would be over if he is to earn a 3rd career save. Ramirez was retired with 2 on and 2 out by Cruz to end the 8th. Now he'll face 3, 4, 5 in the order. DeLauder, Manzardo, and Hoskins. The Yankees got a 2-run homer from Spencer Jones all the way back in the 2nd, his first career big league homer. And then a towering home run that hung forever from Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the 8th, as that has been the Yankees inning over the last few days. Here's DeLauder, and he takes ball 1.
I guess I guess he's going to be using Judge's bat more often.
Yeah.
We have confirmation. We saw Aaron Judge's name on that home run pad.
He had a big home run with that bat Sunday. Another one today.
Talked about Spencer Jones's blast to center field was 5 seconds. Jazz's home run, the moonshot, was 6.5 seconds.
2-0. And now 3-0 on DeLauder. And something to keep in mind, the Yankees do not have any ABS challenges remaining. Jazz wrong on a pitch at the plate, and McMahon. Both had been correct earlier. And that's not how you want to start this inning if you're Fernando Cruz.
That's how managers get gray hair. 1-run lead, leadoff walk in the 9th.
Here's Manzardo. He's really hit well against the Yankees this season. Swinging first pitch, pops it foul behind the plate and into the seats. 0-1. Garrett Cole started this one for the Yanks and ran out of gas after 4. Blackburn was able to navigate 5 outs. Tim Hill 1. Duvall, Bird, and now Cruz. There's a strike going 2. And a nice splitter.
Another look. It's what Singy used to call tumbling dice.
The 0-2. I believe it's Ken Singleton's birthday tomorrow.
Ooh, all right, there you go. Missing. He loved that call.
Yes.
A musical reference. Rolling Stones.
The 1-2 to Manzardo. Top foul.
When you're a starting pitcher and you pitch once a week, you don't get over things very easily. They stay with you.
The 1-2. Went around on a splitter, strike 3. A big out there for Cruz.
From the side.
Ooh, close.
Wow. This call is what you call root for the laundry call. Whatever side you're on, you think it's going your way. You know how he felt about it.
Yeah.
He's got a legitimate beef.
Live, it looked like he went further than he did on the replay. Here's Hoskins with one out. That's down. 1-0. Cruz seeking his third career save. Yankees trying to make it 10 wins in their last 14 games. The 1-0.
Difference in the game of baseball, right? Sometimes the best player on your team is left on the bench at the most important time. You have to wait your turn. Doesn't happen in basketball, right?
Nope.
Or football. In baseball, you got to watch right now. It's not your turn.
Reese Hoskins is, and he's behind 1-2.
High splitter gets the call.
Lauder leads off first. One out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Did he go? He did. Another filthy splitter. And Hoskins can't hold up, doesn't contest the call. 2 down.
Another look, and yeah, that one's a little further along.
And now it's on El Martinez, who had a 2-run homer yesterday. Guardians down to their final out. Cruz deals. Strike one. Yankees runs in this one coming on a Spencer Jones 2-run homer, his first big league homer back in the second, and then a Jazz Chisholm Jr. hang time shot to right in the 8th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Going back to the splitter, David, and burying it.
I mean, this one looked like a knuckleball. Look at that thing dance. Yes.
Here comes the 0-2 from Cruz. Went to the splitter, got it low. Martinez held off. Not only are Yankee fans anticipating the final out to try and celebrate a win, but what will Cruz do to celebrate? Himself. Looking for a 5-out save. Here's the 1-2. He got him! Fernando Cruz, absolutely dominant, and the Yankees win it 3-2 in Cleveland.
Back-to-back nights, great job by the Yankees bullpen. Coming through, short starts, no problem. First major league home run, box checked.
Yankees now 9-2 against the AL Central this season, and they pick up another tight win with some 8th inning heroics tonight in Cleveland. And Aaron Boone, 2 nights in a row, has navigated that bullpen very nicely.
An unhittable forkball. Drops off the table. Mission accomplished.
And a subdued celebration for Cruz.
Today's game, a 5-out save. I mean, somewhere Goose Goss is just huffing and puffing at me right now, but today's game, that's really good.
Let's take a look at today's Mazda Player of the Game.
You got choices, but the game winner's a good one. And watch him. Look at that boot shot. 6.5 seconds down, it lands. Jazz Chisholm, game winner.
And again, the Yankees able to come through in the 8th inning with the big hit. We saw them break out in the 8th Sunday to beat the Red Sox. Last night, we're able to tie it in the 8th. And tonight, Jazz Chisholm Jr. with that towering blast to right. And it set the table for Fernando Cruz. And the Yankees will go for the sweep tomorrow, but Fernando celebrating tonight, and he is with Meredith.
Fernando, you knew the bullpen had been used heavily yesterday. When did you expect that Aaron Boone was going to go to you for the save?
I mean, he knows I'm ready. I'm ready since I'm not out there. I'm ready. I just need the ball in my hand and go pick up my guys and do my job. But I knew it was a little earlier today and a little longer than what we are accustomed to.
What does it mean to you that he has the confidence to go to you in that spot? First save of the season, 3rd of your career.
I mean, he knows what type of character I have. I mean, I know he knows I'm a gamer. I love pitching, and I think this is like a gift from him and the team using me in this situation to save a game, to pick up my guys. And they knew I would be there for them.
Hey, let's go to the 8th inning with Jose Ramirez at the plate. You rarely throw a slider. What gave you the confidence to throw that pitch to that guy in that spot?
I mean, Jose Ramirez is one of the best players in the league. I mean, I think he's a top 3 hitter of the league. I mean, you have to respect that guy, and you cannot give in with him. You'd rather lose with anybody else but him. I respect him a lot, and I just made my pitch and actually finished him with a good fastball that he was expecting anything else, and I just threw him a fastball and he popped it up.
Splitter played big again tonight. That is the pitch you call the pitch from God. How good did you feel about that pitch tonight?
It's just my gift. It's just my gift. I throw it. I'm actually getting better at throwing it in the strike zone, and that's been the key for me and the success.
Hey, how about that guy over there, Jazz Chisholm Jr., picking up Aaron Judge's bat again and getting it done to give you guys the lead?
Just the guy, man. He's just the guy. He's just the guy that come here and give everything he have, and I respect him a lot. He just that kind of guy.
Fernando, congratulations.
Blessings. Thank you.
Ryan, we'll send it back up to you.
All right, Meredith, thank you very much. Fernando not only dominant on the mound, but a terrific interview as well.
Absolutely. He's a fantastic competitor. I mean, just as good as it gets, and the nicest guy off of that. Only got a little Paul O'Neill in him. O'Neill was like that.
Yes. 3-8-1 for the Yanks, 2-10-1 for the Guardians, 3 hours, 2 minutes. Duvall the win in relief, Cruz the save, Jazz the go-ahead homer in the 8th. Special thanks to producer Josh Isaac, director Michael Cooney, Mike Webb, and our executive producer is Jared Ames Boschnack. Don't forget to join us again next Wednesday when the Yanks are back in the Bronx for a matchup against the White Sox. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. on Prime, with first pitch coming just after 7 o'clock. For more coverage of tonight's game, tune into the YES Network for the WB Mason post-game show. Once again, the final score, the Yankees 3 and the Guardians 2. For David Cohn and Meredith Marakovitz, I'm Ryan Rucco. Yankees able to win another tight game as they've already taken this series against the Guardians, and will go for the sweep tomorrow. Until then, we say